Imagine a world leader who traded the halls of power for the humbling task of building homes for the less fortunate. A peanut farmer turned president and a statesman turned humanitarian. Jimmy Carter's life story is a testament to resilience, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to the greater good. Early life and education. James Earl Carter Jr. was born on October 1st, 1924, in Plains, Georgia, a small rural town that would remain a central part of his identity throughout his life. His parents, James Earl Carter Sr. and Lillian Gordy Carter, were deeply influential in shaping his values. His father, a prosperous farmer and businessman, instilled in young Jimmy a strong work ethic, while his mother, a registered nurse, taught him compassion and the importance of community service. Carter's early education took place in the local public schools of Plains, where he displayed an early aptitude for learning. A voracious reader and a naturally curious child, he excelled academically and graduated as valedictorian from Plains High School in 1941. Encouraged by his family to aim high, Carter set his sights on the United States Naval Academy, where he was admitted in 1943. At Annapolis, Carter's disciplined and determined nature flourished. He graduated in 1946 in the top 10% of his class, earning a commission as an ensign in the U.S. Navy. That same year, he married Rosalind Smith, a fellow Plains native who would become his lifelong partner and closest confidant. Together, they would build a family and a legacy defined by public service and devotion to each other. Naval career and return to Georgia. Carter's naval career was marked by innovation and leadership. Serving on submarines during the early years of the Cold War, he became an expert in nuclear propulsion, working under Admiral Hyman Rickover, a pioneer in the field. Carter's work on nuclear submarines demanded precision, discipline, and an acute sense of responsibility, qualities that would later define his political career. In 1953, Carter's promising naval career was cut short by his father's untimely death. Returning to Plains to manage the family's peanut farming business, Carter faced the daunting task of reviving an enterprise burdened by debt. Through hard work and innovative practices, he turned the farm into a profitable venture. This period also deepened his connection to the community and his understanding of the challenges faced by rural Americans. Entry into politics. Carter's foray into politics was driven by a desire to bring change and address systemic injustices. In 1962, he was elected to the Georgia State Senate, where he quickly gained a reputation for his honesty and effectiveness. He championed reforms in education, government efficiency, and racial equality, often facing resistance from entrenched interests. In 1970, Carter's political career reached new heights when he was elected governor of Georgia. His tenure as governor was marked by a commitment to civil rights and progressive policies. Carter's inaugural address famously declared that the time for racial discrimination is over, signaling a new era in Georgia politics. He prioritized education, environmental protection, and economic development, laying the groundwork for his national ambitions. The road to the presidency. Jimmy Carter's bid for the presidency in 1976 was considered a long shot. A relatively unknown figure on the national stage, he positioned himself as a Washington outsider with a message of honesty, integrity, and reform. In the aftermath of the Watergate scandal, Carter's promise to restore trust in government resonated deeply with the American people. Carter's campaign strategy was groundbreaking. He focused on grassroots organizing and personally meeting voters, earning their trust and support. His Southern roots and devout Christian faith helped him connect with a broad coalition of voters. In a closely contested election, Carter defeated incumbent President Gerald Ford, becoming the 39th President of the United States. Presidential achievements and challenges. Carter's presidency, 1977 to 1981, was characterized by ambitious goals and significant challenges. His administration prioritized human rights, energy conservation, and peacekeeping efforts, leaving a lasting impact on both domestic and international fronts. Human rights advocacy. One of Carter's defining legacies was his unwavering commitment to human rights. He reoriented U.S. foreign policy to prioritize the promotion of democracy and the protection of human dignity. His administration's efforts to pressure authoritarian regimes and support dissidents earned both praise and criticism, but firmly established human rights as a cornerstone of American diplomacy. Camp David Accords. Carter's most significant foreign policy achievement was the negotiation of the Camp David Accords in 1978, bringing together Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin. Carter mediated an agreement that led to a historic peace treaty between Egypt and Israel. This groundbreaking achievement earned Carter the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002, decades after his presidency. Energy and environmental policies. On the domestic front, Carter recognized the urgent need to address energy dependence and environmental degradation. He championed policies to promote energy conservation, develop renewable resources, and reduce reliance on foreign oil. Despite facing resistance from Congress and the public, his vision laid the foundation for future environmental initiatives. Economic struggles. Carter's presidency was also marked by economic challenges, including high inflation, unemployment, and an energy crisis. These issues, compounded by the Iran hostage crisis and tensions with the Soviet Union, eroded public confidence in his leadership. The 1980 election saw Carter defeated by Ronald Reagan, bringing his presidency to an end. Post-presidential life. While Carter's presidency was met with mixed reviews, his post-presidential years have been widely celebrated as a model of humanitarian service and global leadership. Founding the Carter Center in 1982, he dedicated himself to promoting peace, advancing human rights, and combating disease worldwide. Humanitarian efforts. The Carter Center's initiatives have addressed critical global issues, including eradicating diseases like guinea worm and river blindness, monitoring elections, and resolving conflicts. Carter's hands-on approach and unwavering commitment have earned him admiration and respect around the globe. Advocate for affordable housing. Carter's work with Habitat for Humanity is perhaps his most visible and enduring contribution. He and Rosalind have volunteered with the organization for decades, helping to build and renovate homes for families in need. Their efforts have inspired millions and highlighted the importance of community service. Author and public speaker. Carter has also authored numerous books, sharing his insights on faith, politics, and global challenges. His writings reflect his deep intellect, humility, and unwavering commitment to truth and justice. Legacy and impact. Jimmy Carter's life and career embody the ideals of service, integrity, and compassion. From his humble beginnings in Plains, Georgia, to the highest office in the land and beyond, Carter has remained true to his values. While fraught with challenges, his presidency laid the groundwork for significant achievements in human rights, peace, and environmental stewardship. As a former president, Carter redefined the role, demonstrating that a life of service does not end after leaving office. His humanitarian efforts, moral leadership, and dedication to making the world a better place have set a standard for future generations. Jimmy Carter's story is one of political ambition and a lifelong commitment to helping others. His enduring legacy reminds us that true leadership is measured not by the power one holds, but by the positive impact one leaves behind. Carter's example stands as a beacon of hope and humanity in a world often divided by strife and self-interest.